Greetings and welcome back to another wine crypto film, XRP Army. At Bitcoin 2025, history is currently being made. Bohines recently revealed some shocking information on the US becoming the leading crypto powerhouse. This is going to blow your head, I promise. Additionally, I have knowledge that no one else does on Ripple's covert strategy to establish itself as a legitimate bank, and the startling connections between JP Morgan, XRP, so watch the entire film since it has the potential to significantly alter the lives of XRP owners. All right, let's dive straight into the Bitcoin 2025 meeting. Bohines is a risk taker who wants to establish the US as the global center of cryptocurrency. Everyone could be greatly impacted by what he says. Read Bohines' words. Because we are updating our long-standing payment rails, it is crucial for the Bitcoin community and current users to say yes to genius. A more comprehensive view of technology reveals that while communication methods have evolved over time, financial transactions have remained constant. That must be resolved, so we're considering we'll discuss a method to improve clarity and speed up transactions later. Next, we'll discuss how to position the US dollar as the world's most significant currency for many years to come. Nevertheless, since it indicates that a significant amount of money will be flowing in, Bitcoiners should still be concerned about this. Entering the digital asset market is beneficial for Bitcoin consumers and greatly advances the cryptocurrency. Because of genius, we're really excited about what will happen. I also believe that Senator Hagerty deserves recognition for his leadership in this field. In my opinion, Senator Hagerty's office's Tyler Luke Pettit performed admirably. He put a lot of effort into this process, which we were able to complete jointly. You can have those immediate settlement timeframes as a result. Maintaining the US dollar's dominance for decades is enjoyable, but what truly excites me is his discussion of investing heavily in the digital asset system. As XRP owners, we are pleased by this. Hines made a significant statement regarding stable control. 2 large banknotes are present. In this instance, bills are being worked on by the House and the Senate. It's intriguing that these 2 legislative groupings will need to cooperate, and I believe the Genius Act will be the catalyst for this collaboration. Why, you might wonder? Because it deprives banks of power by granting individuals greater authority over their own custody and recovery rights. Laws like these are what we need. Then we'll discuss something ridiculous. The major strategy to turn Ripple become a legitimate bank. To begin, let me clarify that Ripple is currently a neobank. Neobanks are fintech firms that solely conduct business online and lack physical branches for those who are unaware. Although Ripple's branches provide standard services like checking, savings, and payments, they handle deposits in conjunction with actual banks and ensure their security through FDIC insurance. The interesting part now is that I believe Ripple's ultimate objective is to become a lender of last resort, which would require them to transition from a neobank to a traditional bank. One step forward, most people think that Ripple is just a company that facilitates international money transfers. Obtaining a banking license is the final step in the plan. It would have direct access to central banking systems if it did. The technology that will underpin the entire next generation of banking systems is being constructed by Ripple. Legitimize cash and cryptocurrencies, make it easy to link stablecoins and CBDC, eliminate all middlemen, and offer credit and loans. If you recall that Ripple already has clear U.S. legal regulations after defeating the SEC, and that XRP is an asset that can be used as a bridge between all worldwide currencies, you should also keep in mind that it has more than $25 billion in assets and payment channels that link 70 runt. Although there is more to this narrative, Ripple would immediately become as respectable as Bank of America and Wells Fargo thanks to my license. We have strong relationships with the BIS, the IMF, and central banks worldwide, and we have pilots of the CBDC in Bhutan, Palau, and Montenegro. While JP Morgan does deal with $10 trillion on a daily basis, Ripple is preparing to compete on that scale. With this license, Ripple might create branded stable currency, provide institutional custody, and serve as a gateway for real assets that have been tokenized. They lawfully retain reserves in several nations as a clearinghouse for CBDCs. They're already making progress. For instance, large banks trust Medico, a crypto-heavy startup that was acquired by Ripple. They're entering the real estate market as well. The $60 billion land deal in Dubai, which represents roughly 7% of their entire acreage, provides a glimpse of what the future may hold. Look at these new asset classes that banks own. We think that digital assets will become statistically more dispersed in a small number of big banks than they have been in many others, and I think this is already happening. Today, digital assets are held by billions of people and thousands of businesses. They will eventually be held by a limited number of large banks rather than several smaller ones. Ripple stands apart because not all banks are able to handle tokenized securities. Ripple is prepared to acquire businesses and expand rapidly due to its global approval and a substantial war fund. While you're here, take note of this crucial information. You will receive a 10% payment bonus if you register for the BTCC exchange using my link in the description. I'm not sure why, but this is a hidden trick that nobody else seems to be employing. When you transfer your trading money from another platform to your new Bitcoin account, you receive an additional 10%. You can either pay 100,000 Bitcoins or receive 10,000 Bitcoins for free if you shift 10,000 Bitcoins. I find it really annoying that no one is doing this. It's not a joke. People either don't like free things or appear to be too lazy. I mean, you have to figure that out for yourself. I can't really describe that to you. We should rewatch the film if you want to give it some serious thought. When I investigated the relationships between JP Morgan and Ripple, I discovered this. Check out this paper I found. It's extremely fascinating. This official JP Morgan report discusses the Ripple case, which has the potential to revolutionize international cross-border payment processing. According to official reports, Ripple and the U.S. have a long-standing and tight collaboration that aims to unleash value in cross-border payments. JP Morgan names Ripple an XRP, and places XRP in the same category as large systems like SWIFT. They are aware that JP Morgan is purchasing more cryptocurrency assets, and that Ripple is a significant player in the market. They already know that Bitcoin and Ethereum are well-liked methods of sending money to individuals abroad because of their possession of digital assets and their level of involvement with them. XRP is the next natural step. According to some, JP Morgan has begun to take XRP as payment, and might be preparing for the possibility of additional XRP ETFs in the future. Both businesses participate in the international derivatives and swaps. This is a personal link which caught my notice. They can collaborate more easily and ensure adherence to industry standards thanks to the ISDA. She is currently a member of the Ripple board, and was previously the Chief Regulatory Affairs Officer at JP Morgan. Let's discuss strategic placement.